This building to me is like a church. It represents everything that my life has been. Okay, so originally, the portion that you're in right now was a blacksmith's place. And this is the next building. Okay, so this building was a foundry. It still can be a foundry. I ended up walking into this building for the first time in the year 2000. So as I'm walking in it, I'm looking at the height of the ceiling, and I knew that maybe I had already sort of dreamt the place. So I bought it that evening. So it's 13,000 square feet. It was clearly also had been like a drug den. The very first thing we started doing was welding the metal onto the doors and keeping everybody out. It was a bit of a problem to try and keep pigeons out, and a friend of mine had a pet peregrine falcon, and he perched the falcon in here. But there were no more pigeons. We knew that this place could flood from day one, but Sandy just completely overwhelmed us. The water started piling up outside and then poured 6 feet of water into this space. Over 250 pieces of art had been damaged and were floating around. Eventually it kind of cured itself. Those things were floating around because they're made out of laminated plywood. So they were going around the studio for about 3 days, floating in water. Then somebody suggested the only way that you're going to be able to get rid of the mold is burn them. And so we burnt them, and that's why they're black. And I love them the way they are. That's what I learned from Sandy. You build this whole thing thinking that you actually have something that it's nothing. The places that you see the finest hope is in the places that are the most hopeless, probably. That was the charm of New York at the time, was that you had to build it, you had to invent it, you had to piece it back together. I had all of this history, but at the same time, it was kind of like a bit of a disaster zone. This studio has never tried to be inside the establishment, so to speak. This is like looking over the edge of the abyss. This is the bliss of the abyss. How's that?